Hello, this is Simon from boltonguitar.co.uk, and for this tutorial I'm going to cover Study in A Major by Francisco Tarrega. Now I find this is a useful little study for warming the fingers up, particularly with the right hand. So it's well worth having a go at it. It's also good for improving your right hand fingering in order to play such pieces as Recuerdos de la Alhambra by Tarrega and other kind of tremolo kind of pieces. So let's get straight into it. It's in the key of A major and it's in 4/4 time, and it's basically repeated sequence of triplet figurations, mainly in thirds, but there's a few other sequences coming into it. So we're starting in the 5th position with the first finger on the 2nd string 5th fret, which is E, and the 2nd finger on the 3rd string 6th fret, C sharp. We're playing the 3rd string and the 5th string together, and then repeating the 2nd string twice. So we're playing on the 2nd beat. We drop back a fret to the 4th fret, which gives us B sharp and D sharp, and we just play the 3rd strings and 2nd strings together together without the bass note. So that gives us, on the 3rd beat we go back up to the 5th fret. On the 4th beat, keep the 1st and 2nd fingers in position. Drop the 3rd finger onto your 3rd string and the little finger onto the 2nd string, 7th fret. So that's giving us D and F sharp. So we play the 3rd string followed by the 2nd string twice. So bar 1 is back to the opening sequence. Back to that's the C sharp and the E, and then we're dropping our 3rd and little fingers back onto the 7th fret, and we're playing. So far we've got notice you're playing the bass note on the first piece of the bar. So now on bar 2, 3rd beat, we're now changing strings. So we're moving now a 1st finger onto the 1st string 4th fret and the 2nd finger onto the 2nd string 5th fret. And we're playing the 2nd string and then the repeated 1st string. Onto the 4th beat of bar 2, the 1st finger moves up a fret to the 5th fret and you're placing the 3rd finger on the 7th fret. 2nd string, which is giving us F sharp and A. So we play the 2nd string and then that repeated 1st string. So we've got so far keep the 1st and 3rd fingers on the upper 2 strings, but slide them up 2 frets. So the 1st finger is now at the 7th fret and the 3rd finger at the 9th fret. And this time the bass note is the 6th string. So we play the 6th string and the 2nd string together, and then the repeated 1st string. Onto the second beat, we're moving our first finger up to the 9th fret first string and the second finger onto the second string 10th fret, which gives us A and C sharp. So we play the second string, then that repeated first string. The first finger is now moving up to the 10th fret first string D and the third finger on the second string B. And again we're playing the second string and then the first string repeated. And then on the fourth beat we go back to the same notes we played on the second beat of the bar. So we're back to the 9th and 10th fret. So bar 3 is into bar 4, the first finger is dropping down to the 7th fret and the third finger is on the second string 9th fret. So we play the 6th string, second string together and then that repeated first string. 1 and 3 drop down to the 5th fret. So we've got the first finger's 5th fret, third finger's 7th fret. The first finger's dropping back to the 4th fret and we put the second finger on the 5th fret, second string. And again we play second string, then the first string. Keeping that fingering, the first and second fingers drop down now to the second position, which now gives us D on the second string and F sharp on the first string. So from the beginning up to the end of the fourth bar we have this. Back down. Into bar 5, our second finger drops back to the second fret to the C sharp and we're playing the second string and then the open first string. And the bass note this time is the 5th string. Now this is only for one beat this time. So we're playing the 5th string and the second string together, first string open, and now our second finger stays where it is. We place the first finger on the third string second fret, which gives us A. So this time we're now playing the third string and second string together and then the open first string. That first finger drops back to the first fret, giving us G sharp, and we're playing G sharp, third string, B, second string open, and then the open first string. So bar 5 is... Now on the last beat of bar 5, our first finger now moves on to the second string, second fret, C sharp, and we stretch our little finger up to the 5th fret, A, on the first string. And we're playing, as our bass note, the third string open G, natural, and the second string together, and then you're repeating that first string again. So bar 5 now is... Into bar 6, the first finger moves up a fret to D and the second finger drops onto the 4th string, 4th fret F sharp, keeping the little finger on that first string A. And we're playing the 4th string and second string together, repeat that first string. Into the second beat, keep the little finger where it is, drop the first finger and the second finger back 1 fret. So our first finger is now at the 2nd fret and the third finger is at the 3rd fret. So that's now, and then we move those fingers back up again. So the first 3 beats of bar 6 are, I'll do that again. Keep the little finger down and lift the fingers 1 and 2 off to give us the 4th and 2nd strings open. So that's... Still holding that little finger down, place the first finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string C sharp and we're now playing the bass 6th string open and the 2nd string, and then we repeat that 1st string. Right, into beat 2 on bar 7, we need a partial bar chord at the 2nd fret. Now that's covering 4th strings because we need it for the bass notes on the 4th string. So now this time we're playing the 4th string and 3rd string together, which is giving us E and A, and then we repeat our 2nd string, which is the C sharp. So that's onto beat 3 in bar 7, drop the 3rd finger down onto the 4th string, 4th fret B, and the 2nd finger lands on our 2nd string, 3rd fret D. We can take the little finger off as well. So we've now got, you're playing the 4th string and 3rd string together, repeating that 2nd string, and then keeping the 1st finger down, drop that 2nd finger back a fret to the 2nd fret to give us C sharp, and you're playing 4th string, 2nd string together, and then the open 1st string. So that's now giving us bar 7, into bar 8, which is the little finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret D, place the 1st finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret G sharp, and we can place the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So now that's giving us a D, G sharp and an E. So we play first of all the 2nd string and 6th string together along with that open 1st string. Now the 3rd string with our 1st finger already down in place, 4th string and 2nd string together, back to the 3rd string. So bar 8 is and then onto bar 9, our 1st finger moves up a fret to the 2nd fret A on the 3rd string, and the 2nd finger lands on the 2nd string, 2nd fret C sharp. So we're playing the 3rd string and 2nd strings together with that repeated open 1st string. Now I play these next 2 notes with the 3rd finger and little finger, so I drop the 3rd finger onto the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and the little finger onto the 4th fret of the 3rd string, giving us B and D. So we're going, try and keep the fingers 1 and 2 down if you can, because then we're now going back to fingers 1 and 2 to the previous beat. Our 1st finger drops back to the 1st fret 3rd string, and the little finger onto the 3rd fret 2nd string, giving us G sharp and D. And the repeated note now changes, so we need to get the 2nd finger on that 1st string 2nd fret. So that's, so now we've got into bar 10. The 1st finger moves back up and we're back to our A and C sharp that we played in the previous bar on the 1st beat. So that's playing the 3rd string and 2nd string together, and then that open string. Onto beat 2 of bar 10, we're moving into the 5th position, or 5th fret, with a partial bar across 2 strings with the 1st finger, which will give us on the 1st string A and on the 2nd string E. And we need to get the 2nd finger on the 3rd string 6th fret C sharp. So we play that. So we're playing 3rd string, 2nd string together, 1st string repeated, and we play that twice. So we've played. Keep that fingering down, and we're now dropping the 3rd finger onto the 2nd string 6th fret E sharp, creating an augmented chord. So we're playing 3 and 2 together. Sounds a bit strange, but it does move on to the next chord, or resolve onto the next chord. So we've got now bar 11, we need a partial bar chord covering 3 strings at the 7th fret. And we play the 3rd string, 2nd string together, which is giving us D and F sharp, and then repeating on that 1st string, the B. Keep those fingers down. We just change the note on the 1st string to C sharp now, which is at the 9th fret. So we're now playing. So it's keep the left hand in position, and we need a D at the 10th fret on the 1st string, and we're playing the 4th string, 2nd string together, and then repeating that top string. And now back on the 4th beat, just to the bar at the 7th fret. So bar 11 is the 4th string bass note on that 3rd beat, which is just the open string. On to bar 12. We're moving back down to our partial bar chord at the 5th fret, and we want this time, we need the 3rd finger on the 5th string, 7th fret, which gives us E. That's giving us our bass note. So we're playing the 5th string and 2nd strings together, which is E, and the E 1 octave higher. So that's the 6th string, that's the 5th string, 2nd string together. Then repeat that for A. Keep the bar on, and now your 2nd finger to the 3rd string, 6th fret, which gives us C sharp. So we're playing the 3rd string, 2nd string together, and that repeated 1st string. So we're now playing. We're dropping back now on the 3rd beat of bar 12 to the 4th fret, or the 4th position, which now gives us our G sharp. We want the 2nd finger on the 2nd string on E, that's at the 5th fret, and the little finger now on the 3rd string, 7th fret, D. So that's in preparation for the final beat. So we're playing the 6th string and 2nd string together, and then the 1st string twice. On the 4th beat, we play the 2nd and 3rd string together. So from bar 11, we have this. And then into bar 12. Bar 13, we're back to our half bar chord at the 5th fret, and we're playing the 5th string open and the 2nd string and 1st string. Onto the 2nd beat of bar 13, drop the 2nd finger onto your 3rd string, 6th fret, which gives us C sharp and E. We're playing the 3rd and 2nd string together, with that repeated 1st string. Now we have a position movement. So what we need to do now is place the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 4th fret, which is now D sharp. You put the 3rd finger onto the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and we need the A on the 5th fret of the 1st string. So we're playing D sharp and B sharp, and then our repeated note on the 1st string, A. 2 and 3 slide down 1 fret. So we're now moving to the 3rd fret and 4th fret. So the 2nd finger's on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. The 3rd finger is on the 4th string, 4th fret, giving us D and B. So we play those two, repeat that 1st string, A again, Keeping the finger on A, we now bar our first finger across 3 strings at the 2nd fret, which will give us our A and C sharp. So we're playing the 3rd and 2nd string together. That repeated A. So it's that first finger can move across onto your 4th string. So we're keeping the bar on 4th string there. And we're playing the 4th string and 2nd string together. So bar 14, we've got the partial bar chord on the 2nd fret, covering the 3rd string and 4th string. The 2nd finger now on the 3rd beat drops onto the D on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and the 3rd finger drops onto the B, 4th fret, 3rd string. We play those 2 notes together, along with now with that open E string. The last beat of bar 14, keep the 2nd finger on the D, and we need the 1st finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret E. So we're playing the 4th string and 2nd string together, then the open 1st string. So bar 14 is bar 15 is the 2nd finger dropping back to the 2nd fret, 2nd string C sharp. We're playing the 5th string and 2nd string together, that's the open 5th string, along with that open 1st string. Keep that finger in place, just change the bass note to the 6th string, open, so that's. That 2nd finger moves up a fret to the D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Put the 1st finger onto the 5th string, 2nd fret, B. So we're playing the 5th string and 2nd string together. Keep that 2nd finger down. The 3rd finger drops onto our 6th string, 4th fret, G sharp. So we're playing the 6th string and the 2nd string together, along with that open string. So bar 15 is, I'll do that again. Bar 16, our 2nd finger is again dropping back to the 2nd fret C sharp, and we place the 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret A. So we're playing the 5th string and 2nd string, open 1st, 3rd and 2nd. The 3rd beat, our 2nd finger goes up to the D, and the 3rd finger drops onto the B on the 4th fret, 3rd string. We're playing the D and the B together, open 1st, on the 4th beat, G sharp, which is on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and the B open, then that repeated open string. So that's into bar 17. The way I play this, I put the 2nd, I'm playing an A chord, but I put the 2nd finger on the C sharp on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and flatten the 1st finger across the E on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the A, giving an A chord. So now we keep that finger in position, those fingers in position. We're playing the 5th and 3rd string together, repeated 2nd string. Now the next bass note is with a little finger on the 4th fret, 4th string. So we're playing the 4th string and 2nd string together, along with that repeated note. The little finger comes off to give us our 4th string E and A, and that repeated 2nd string. So we've got, now the advantage is we can now just drop those 2 fingers back a fret to the 1st fret and place the 3rd finger on A, at the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and we're playing the 4th and 3rd string together, and then that 2nd string, 1st fret. So that's now. And that's just repeated. Bar 18 is just a repeat. Bar 19, we're moving back to our A chord, and we're playing the 3rd and 5th string together. That repeated double note. Keep that going. We're playing. All we're doing, we're now changing the bass note. So that's the 6th string now. 5th string, 6th string. So that's. And our final note is 2 notes of A played in unison. So we need to put the 2nd finger, or whatever finger you feel confident with, at the 5th fret, 6th string, and we're playing the 6th string fretted and the open 5th string, so we're playing 2 A's to finish it off. So I'll just play it through. So we're starting in the 5th position, back, drop 3 and 4 down. We're now changing strings up to the 7th fret, 9, 10, 9, back to the 7th fret, 5th fret, 4, down to the 2nd fret, bar 5, bar 6, bar 8, that's an E7 chord, bar 9, bar 10, that's our augmented chord, bar 12, bar 13, change position, bar 16, bar 17, which repeats, bar 19, which is finishing it off, and then our double A's. So that's the left hand, and let's just go over and see exactly what's being played with the right hand. Now the right hand is really fairly straightforward, but as I say, it's a good exercise, particularly for the middle and 3rd fingers. So we're starting out on bar 1, playing the 5th string and 3rd string together with the thumb and index finger, and our repeated note on the 2nd string is middle finger and 3rd finger, so we're playing, and that's basically the idea throughout the piece. So we're playing, now you're changing strings, just keeping the same sequence going, index, middle and 3rd, and we're keeping that going. Again, thumb and at all times try and keep the right hand relaxed. If you find any tension in the hand, stop it and start again. You can usually find tension in the hand because your hand will do one of 2 things. Your little finger will either poke itself right out, or that little finger will curl up. Now your problem with that is if your little finger curls up, it takes the 3rd finger with it. So you've got to try and keep your hand nice and relaxed, which is why this is quite a good study. And as I say, that's a good exercise. I find this is a good exercise to start playing before I get onto the more complex pieces, to get those muscles working in the right hand without overtaxing the muscles. Now that's where I'll leave this piece for today. I find it's really good for the right hand. Really, please try and practice it. You will find it will improve your right hand dexterity. Too many players of intermediate level try to play pieces that are far too hard, when they would be better off spending time on some of the easier studies with certain little technical requirements in them to improve your playing, so that you can then attempt these pieces like Asturias and Recuerdos and Capricho Arab and all the other Granada and all these other pieces. Anyway, music and tabs are available free from my website www.boltonguitar.co.uk. I hope this video helps you to play this piece. Do try it, you'll benefit from it. And thank you for watching. And I hope to see you on the next video. Bye for now.